Oh, and there's the opening crack. It's time for the opening crack, the sideshow to the D&D show we normally do where we taste and rank some beer. Fellas, how we doing tonight? Don't give me a thumbs down. That was a good intro.
It was kind of a weak crack, though, so it's fine. Yeah,
But we're doing good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good. We're busting out the bar nuts tonight.
Yeah, put the nuts away, Ross.
No, we're enjoying. Oh, well, that should give you a clue right there, Brett. Brett, what do we got going on tonight? Not good.
We are drinking the Spicy Pickle Fight. It's a pickle beer from Nebraska Brewing Company out of La Vista, Nebraska.
Do you have an affinity for pickle beers at this point?
Woo!
Yes, it's okay. It's
This
fine.
is in a different world
Yeah, this
than the
is-
last pickle beer we
Oh,
had.
yeah.
We're a glutton for punishment, so we just come back to it. It's fine.
This
We
one
like them both.
You're gonna feel tomorrow, probably.
I'm gonna feel it yet tonight. To be real. Yeah. So this is Spicy Pickle Fight. This is an American light lager, as Brett said. It's from Nebraska Brewing Company. Guys, let's dive right in on the taste on this one. So take a swig. Let me know what you're tasting here. Just initial thoughts.
Gotta work myself up for this one. Pickles.
Very helpful.
Peppers. It's spicy.
It is. It's a good spice, but
It's a great
it
spice.
gets you on the top of the mouth. Like, woo!
It sticks there too.
Yeah.
Lingers a lot.
I like it.
I do like it.
I like it a lot.
I do wish the spice maybe didn't quite linger as long as it did. That's my only complaint.
It's like it's like that good building spice, though, right? It's like you're like, this is delicious. It's kind of spicy, and you're like, yeah, it's pretty spicy, and
If
then you just keep building.
It just
and building,
stays
like,
there. And
Ooh,
stays there.
yeah.
It's like if I'm having some
smooth
chicken
ride.
strips and ranch, though, like I don't feel like I can drink take a big gulp of this beer. Like this feels like a
No.
sipper.
This is a civic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's like you'd have to have one of these and a Coors Light with you just to wash things down versus just the flavor. Like, I think the flavor
You gotta stay
goes with
hydrated
a lot of
somehow.
things.
I
that's true.
may be double fisting right now. That is true.
That's okay. We don't judge you, right?
Fair.
Okay. What's this can look like, Brett?
This has it's a good one. It's got a boxing pickle on it, like fisticuffs up, ready to box.
With a fantastic mustache. I call out to the pickles mustache
So,
because it's going
it
to
is
tickle
a-
your pickle.
It's a very bright red mustache. This one, definitely a monk. If you have not seen this beer, look it up. Look up the can online. This pickle is definitely a monk. It's ready to do some boxing.
This beer's been a key point to flurry of blows my throat.
Via mustache.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So ABV on this one comes in at a 4.6% with 9 on the IBU scale. I will say, guys, this is probably the lowest in terms of IBUs that we've had, but even with that said, I get not a lot of beer flavor in this. So like the bitterness and the alcohol, not pulling through much.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste like a beer. It tastes kind of like spicy pickle juice, and I'm
Yep.
okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're ordering this, it's because you want spicy pickle juice, right?
That is why I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it. Matt bought it, but yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Matt.
If you don't like pickles, you're not buying this beer.
Oh, true.
Oh God, no. I think we said that it's a light lager beer. Taste profile. This is obviously spicy, dill, peppery. Whoever wrote the notes for this wrote spicky.
I was just gonna say it. I wrote spicky.
What does spicky mean, Phil? You want to elaborate on that?
I thought I fixed it, but clearly I didn't.
Malt. Is anybody tasting any malt in this one?
No.
No.
I would agree with that. Best guess I would have is it's probably some sort of maize or corn malt to it. Just keeps it very neutral. Allows the other flavors to shine through.
Getting a lot of dill.
A lot of dill. There's you throwing a handful of that in there, or probably more than that. Hop flavor or yeast in this one?
I mean, I taste pickles.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Body and mouth feel. I think that one.
It's light. It's a lager, right? So it's a light beer, but I feel like the spices are not light.
Yes. Yes, I think that has made it a very lingering beer.
Compared to other peppery beers, this one, it doesn't hit you in the throat like some of those do. This is just like the top of the mouth.
I'm kind of feeling
Sure.
it like on the back of my tongue too, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
good though.
Oh yeah, it's really good. So we were talking about like what we would eat this with earlier. Brett brought up like the chicken strips and ranch. Pizza would be good with this too. I could see that as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know that I would take this over some of the other types of pepper beers that I've had for pairing it with pizza, but it could work.
the description we found doesn't say that they add brine to their beer after the brewing process, but it's certainly when you think back to the first pickle beer we did, where they say they add brine to it, and you can very clearly taste the salt. I also taste salt in this, which makes me think they add brine or they're adding salt to just accentuate the flavor. One of the two is happening here, I feel like.
And one thing we should note, this one is a newer offshoot of their original pickle beer. This is the spicy version, obviously, if you haven't been paying attention.
Not that we've made that apparent.
As our sinuses are clearing out, it's fine. So with all that said, it's time to talk a little bit about where we would find this in Faerun, bring the D&D back into our beer review. Phil, you're up first tonight.
We would find this beer at the Belching Beholder. Truly adventurous setting nestled within the Underdark, the Belching Beholder is a welcome oasis for weary adventurers seeking a spicy kick. To order this beer, you'll be ordering the Disintegration Drought. Draught? How do you pronounce that word?
Draft.
I don't know.
Draught.
Draft.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Nope.
All
No
right.
bullshit.
Let us
Disintegration
Let us know in the comments.
Draft. Apparently, there are a lot of missing letters out of that word. But okay, this ramshackle establishment boasts a reputation for fiery ales and Dubois clientele. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Its weathered wooden sign depicts a severed beholder eye emitting a deadly ray, like the tavern signature brew, the Disintegration Draft. There's a bunch more, but I'm not
And
going
he
to
has
read it all.
way more backstory than I put into this.
You
Well,
definitely wrote it yourself.
There are 4 more paragraphs, I'll have you know.
That he all wrote himself.
Uh-huh.
I edited.
All right, Brett, what do you got?
All right, I'm coming to you from the Rusty's Shiv.
The
the
Rusty
Rusty
Shiv.
Shiv.
I was gonna say Russ's. I'm like, what?
The Russia's Shiv.
No, the Rusty's Shiv. This is a bar in Avernus.
Ooh.
So it is
Oh.
popular with the fiends and infernal warlords in Avernus. And this signature drink is the Shiving Scorpion.
Ooh, I like it.
It has fermented demon spit, bone marrow, and chilies grown in the fires of Avernus.
That's impressive.
I like it.
I like that
Yeah.
a lot.
It's good.
Yeah.
Especially if you like that demon spit. It's good.
Phew. Adds a little viscosity to it.
That's why it lingers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
You've entered into a contract. You just don't know it yet.
For me, we're going to the southeast of Faerun to Easting, just on the edge of the pepper fields, of the green fields down there. You can find this beer at the Spicy Gnome. This hashtag not a strip club. Just want to point that out.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure. Juice bar. Got it.
Juice
After
bar,
9
yes.
o'clock.
And this is called the Flame Brew Ale, a rare and exotic beverage crafted by brewmasters in the volcanic regions of the Forgotten Realms. So down there's some volcanoes in the mountains to the east. So this would be east of Baldur's Gate, El Terrell. You follow the Sinithar River down that way.
Are the mountains or the volcanoes between the peppery fields and the green fields, or are they next to the blue fields and the orange fields?
So Easting sits on the river field. Yeah, why do I bother answering this? Why do
In this geography lesson,
Uh-huh. With that said, the one bonus you do get from this beer is that you do get advantage and resistance against cold-based attacks, which is a nice little.
hey, that's a handy one.
Yeah, problem is you're in the south, so there's not like there's much down there that's going to attack you with cold things. So take some with you, take it north. when you get up to Icewind Dale, you'll have some resistance against stuff. This stuff would keep you warm, though.
That is true.
No lie.
Maybe breath weapon every.
Oh, that
so
would be
often.
that would be a cool thing.
Once per long rest.
If you drink a 6-pack within an hour, you get a breath weapon. I've done that before, but not with this.
You got a breath weapon?
No, no, I drank a 6-pack within an hour. I mean, we've all done that, but
Yeah, then you get a vomit weapon, but
see, technically still a breath weapon.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
fine.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. Let's move on to our challenge rating. For those of you who haven't listened in before, so a challenge rating 1 on our scale would be like cream ales. This would be where a lot of your domestics for. This is your entry style beers, and then at the other end, for a challenge rating of 20, you would find your double IPAs, your imperial stouts, your very heavy beers. So, fellas, the last time we did this, we probably had our highest rating on a beer. Brett, where is this bad boy falling?
I'm going to go challenge rating 1. Like, this is the goblin of beers. Like,
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
one goblin coming at you. Like, it's not that big a punch. It talks a big game, but as long as you like pickles, try it.
Yeah.
I was initially thinking higher, but thinking about what Brett said, it doesn't taste overly beery. So if you dislike pickles, you will not like this
Like,
beer.
if you were on a pickle scale,
yeah, it's like a 18 on the pickle scale,
Yeah.
maybe. But as far as a beer goes, yeah, I mean, it's got to be down there towards the bottom. Maybe a 3, just because it's a little different flavor than people are expecting.
Sure.
You know, even if you're a domestic beer drinker, if you pick that baby up and drink it, like, it might knock your socks off. So I'll go like a 3.
I was thinking a 4, and I think the only reason I was thinking a 4 was I mean, going into this, you're not going to know how spicy it is. It's not like the can gives you an indication that this is going to clear your sinuses out.
I mean,
so.
look at his mustache.
It is not false
Right?
advertisement.
No, not at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the pickle's going to turn you off before any spice would on this one. So I think a 4, only because it's going to turn anybody that doesn't like pickles off. Beer wise, is easily a 1. Like, there's no beer flavor in this at all. So if you're looking for something unique to try with your dinner and this is available to you, I would recommend it. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
So-
I would.
Every time I take a sip, it's like, whoo! Here we go again.
So with that said, yay or nay, boys. Let's start with you, Brad.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Double thumbs up.
Yes, I love
sure.
it. I'm a glutton for punishment when it comes to like spicy, tangy. Yes.
I would say yes as well. I do like this. I still like that these pickle beers, at least the 2 that we've had so far, have that like slight brininess to it. I think that adds a little brightness on the back end and enhances the flavor. Love it. So that's going to do it for this bonus episode. I do want to give a shout out. The last time we did a beer episode, this was supposed to be a tour through the 80s tonight. If you remember the Dirty Dancing singing from the last episode. Sorry if you were expecting a tour from the 80s, but you know, whatever. Anyways, stay tuned for more beer reviews in the future. You can check out our regular show, Bards and Barrels, anywhere podcasts can be found. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Bards and Barrels. Until next time, may your dice be hot and your beer be cold.